Okay, I'm here for my actual very first Amonkhet Draft. I did a sealed event and that was it. I've been a little bit busy, so I don't have a lot of hands-on experience with the set. But Insult to Injury seems pretty great. Cast Out also seems pretty great. From what I've seen, Vizier of Tumbling Sands is pretty good, but I don't think it matches the power level of these guys. Um, And then other than that, I've actually, in my sealed play at least, was a little underimpressed with Magma Spray. Typically, these type of effects I think are good, but the creatures seem maybe a little bit tougher. So I think it's between these two, and I think I am going with, I'll just take Insult's Injury. I think they're both pretty good. Probably Insult's Injury is a more versatile card. This has the deck that it kind of wants to be in, whereas Insult Injury probably just goes in any white deck. But let's see what else we have going on here. Okay. Alright, Defiant Great Moss sounded pretty good. Seems okay in that deck, I guess. Under Captain. Other attacking creatures get 1/0. It's not bad. Spearmaster seems okay. Sparring Mummy, I think, seems pretty bad unless you care about it being a zombie. In color, we don't really have anything, I guess. Thresher Lizard is alright. I think it might be a little bit early for the gold card. Maybe I'll take just the... well, I'll end up with this. Start to Finish is a great card, though, from what I've seen. Even Initiate is good. This guy I also had in my sealed play. He seems pretty solid. So I guess the question is, how much do I care about this stuff? I think Start to Finish is just good enough that it's what you want. And Finish is certainly splashable. This kind of implies maybe some kind of go wide strategy, which I think is fine. Trial of Knowledge is great. Obviously not really matching up with what I have so far. True Heart Twins is actually also a good go wide card, so that could be a thing. It's a little bit high on the curve. I want to bring my curve down after that, but gosh, there's a lot of black. I actually really like Unburden. Maybe blue is actually open. Is this what, my fourth pick, and I'm seeing an Essence Scatter and a Trial? It is something to consider. They're both pretty good. I think I'll wait a... yeah, I think this card is good enough and meshes better with what I already have, that it's the right pick. Otherwise, I always kind of feel like blue's the right pick, so... okay. Compulsory Rest is pretty decent. Mana Core of the Gauntlet, I think, also is pretty good, because it gives you this little bit of reach, but I already have, like, a 5-drop sitting here. This is much lower. I don't think I want another Spearmaster. I don't even really think I wanted the first Spearmaster. I was wanting to pick the gold card, but I waited too long. So yeah, we'll just take Rest here. These are both decent black cards, but I mean, nothing like that makes me think, oh yeah, black's super open. I did think maybe it was before, though, as well. I mean, maybe white-black is the right way to go, because otherwise I'm taking, like, Minotaur Sure Shot, which I think is a fine card, but it's certainly not great. Whereas one of these black cards I think is better. Blighted Bat certainly asks less of you, and it's evasive, and it's lower curve. Yeah, I think I'll take that. Don't know about that yet, but... so, Hazaret's Monument could be interesting if I was heavier red. I have another Mana Core the Gauntlet here. This card seems good. I'm not sure why it's going this late. It's only 1/-1 counter. and it just straight up does 3 damage. Yeah, I guess I'm in. Okay, so now we're looking at what? I mean, Doomed Dissenter is like a role player. Sure Shot's still okay. Nefcrop Entangler. So it's like a trample piker that can attack as a 3/3 trample. That actually seems pretty good. Yeah. Another Hazoret's Monument. That might actually be what I'm taking here. Sure lets you churn through your deck, potentially. I mean, otherwise I'm taking what? The Ceradon, which has cycling, which certainly makes it okay. And then Forsake the Worldly is, I would say, sideboard in this format, but it is very powerful. I'm gonna go with this though. I'm not sure that that's the right choice. Okay, so Thresher Lizard Wheels makes me kind of wish that maybe I had like the Grim player. I guess Inoketra's name is okay without the zombie payoff. It's not as good. I don't really want any of this. You can have that. Last pick has her at Monument. Maybe I picked that too early. Drakehaven, huh? That's a thing for sure. Not sure that I want to pivot right now, but because Battlefield Scavenger also seems like a pretty good card, and then we have another cast out as well. Fanbearer, the Emberhorn. As much as I love what this card looks like, at least, I don't think it's the right pick here. I'm not even necessarily white, but I mean, cast out is a good reason to be white. I actually think somehow I ended up definitely red, which wasn't what I was expecting. Which means maybe the Battlefield Scavenger is just better. Let's say I have 1 Exert, 2 Exert, 3 Exert. I don't know that the Exert deck is really a thing, but Castle is a better card, but I'm not actually sure that I'm white right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. That might be a huge... Okay. This actually makes me start to think that maybe I'm not going to be white. Alright, he was pretty good. Other Minotaurs. Do I have any Minotaurs already? No. But they're definitely pick-upable. So this is possible. And he's actually just fine by himself. You don't need to do that. So Destined Lead is also decent. Minotaur Sure Shot, I'm sure you can get some of those. I think Pathmaker is actually fine too, but I'm not going to take it here. Yeah, I think we take Neheb, the Worthy. Okay, so I can get a second Neheb, the Worthy. Or I can get this guy. Only if you have 1 or fewer cards in hand. I mean, this could be some type of, like, aggressive Rakdos colored deck. There's another start to finish. But, I don't think I want 2 legends here. So, I think I go with the 1-drop. And this tries to say that I'm pretty, aggressive. And then here, this is kind of a miss. Sheltered Thicket as a cycle land is normally I would say fine, but I'm not sure that an aggressive deck wants that. And then Desert Ceradon. Ceradon's probably more in line with what I want. Gosh, I think blue was open. I'm always skeptical when I think that, just because I like blue. So I kind of think that I always think it's open, but I think it actually was this time. So this is Cursed Minotaur and Wonder and Death are both pretty good. This is a Minotaur for Neheb, but that's not necessarily a deciding factor. But I think it's also just a good card. It's better than Sure Shot. Yeah, I think I'll take that. Um. So what we have? Essentially choosing between Thresher Lizard and Blighted Bat, because I don't think Dune Beetle is what I want here. I already have one. Oh, yeah, I have one Blighted Bat already. They take the same spot on the curve. Huh. I already have one of each, so I have a feeling that the evasion is nice. I don't know that I'm going to run all that, though. Unburden. I really like Unburden. Is this the right place for it? I guess I could make myself discard for like this. Um, Not really. I was watching Reed Duke play, and he seemed to really like Festering Mummy, which surprised me a bit, because I don't think it's very good, like on its face. So it kind of made me wonder if I was missing something about the card. I'm going to take the Unburden, though. I really like this card. Um, Blue is definitely open. I could have had the Drake Haven. I thought I was being disciplined, but I was probably just being wrong. Um, I guess Watchers of the Dead is a reasonable 2-drop for an aggressive deck. I don't think I can afford to have the colorless land if I'm trying to be aggressive, so... I actually kind of like Pitiless Vizier. It's a little bit expensive, but... So, Miasmic Mummy, I think, is actually maybe the type of thing that I'm in for here. Because it helps me get my hand size down for things like Dread Warrior, Thresher Lizard, and Neheb. So yeah, I'll go ahead and take that. Pathmaker Wheels. How likely am I to get that through? Seems possible. I'll go ahead and take it. Maybe if I need to. So I'm not actually super happy with this. Okay, so another cast out. I could have had all the cast outs I've ever wanted. Cartouche of Ambition's pretty... Oh, Electrify, though. I probably just want Electrify. I think it's between these two, for sure. Cartouche of Ambition is also really good, though. Is it possible that's just what I want over Electrify? Gosh, I wonder what the right choice is here. Cartouche helps me in combat. Although this does too. Since it's instant. Gosh, I don't know the right answer. I don't have any trials or anything, so the Cartouche being a Cartouche isn't that important. I think Electrify is the right choice, but I'm really not sure. Ruthless Sniper. That is a card that seemed good. Yeah. How much cycling do I actually have? Not a lot. But, I mean, you don't really need a lot to make it good, and I could easily give more. So let's see, what? Unburden and... Ceradon? That's fine, I guess. Trial of Ambition. Immediately it happens that I get a trial. That's fine. So we have Trial of Ambition. We also have Splendid Agony, which is pretty solid. See, now I'm in the situation I'm like, well, without a Cartouche, I'm not sure this is better. I'm still going to speculate on it, though. Crocodile is super good. I also saw that Spring to Mind wheeled. Maybe other people don't like that card as much, but I kind of actually do. So it makes me wonder if maybe blue-green was what I was supposed to be here. And I'm red-black. Probably just want Magma Spray here. Even though I did say I was a little bit underwhelmed with it, but... another Miasmic or another Neff Crop? I think the answer is another Miasmic, actually. I'm not convinced I want Fling. Especially because most of my creatures are somewhat small. I guess Fling works nicely with something like this. So it's that or like Hyena Pack for a 4-drop. I think I might sideboard the Fling. Heaven Earth, huh? Late blue playables, of course. Another Miasmic Mummy, or I think actually the Wasteland Scorpion, so that I have another cycling card. This card I remember seeming terrible. It is, huh? What a weirdly bad card. Sacrifice it. That's hardcore. I guess the Thresher Lizard is fine, but I'm not sure that I really want to be playing these. Scarab Feast, I think, is playable, especially since I do have some cycling payoffs. I'm thinking of a Violent Impact versus Scarab Feast. There really aren't a lot of artifacts that are really worth destroying here. Like what? Edifice of Authority? Maybe I'll sideboard this, so I guess it's nice to have the option. I certainly don't want that many Thresher Lizards. I guess there's a world in which I might want a Painful Lesson from the sideboard. Okay. So this ends up being 25. And I might have some stuff over here that I might have changed my mind on. Maybe a Hazoret's Monument might get in here. I'm actually pretty heavy on black creatures, though. It ended up being. I think black was open. I think I realized that, but didn't act on it as soon as I should have. It's possible that I could still play start to finish off discard. I discard off him. I discard off the Miasmics. I discard off, I think, one more thing? No? No. Oh, off Battlefield Scavenger. I also could discard off Hazoret's Monument. It is strictly possible that I might play Finish. How's my removal? Meh. Meh. It's okay. And I'm at 25. So my curve I wouldn't say is super low. This guy can kind of count as a cycler. These are both pretty expensive. So it's not like I have a ton of cycling. I have like, what, 1, 2... 3, 4. Gosh, that's not great. I think I wanted more cycling than this, since I actually have decent cycling payoffs in these. I think I ended up wanting the Splendid Agony over Trial of Ambition as well. But I probably want to play, what? I have no doubles. I guess I have a double, but I can always cycle it. I probably want to play like 16 lands. Do I have enough cycling to make that correct? Probably. So that means cut 1. Watchers of the Dead is pretty mediocre. So that's not hard. Um, what else? From here, Hazoret's Monument is the only thing I'm really considering. Red creatures cost one less, and it gives me a bunch of that, and then I'm also kind of considering playing Finish purely off discard. Huh. Well, my removal is... I mean, Scarab Feast is really only here for the cycling. But I think that's probably good enough. Especially because this can then hose, like, Embalm and stuff. Or Aftermath, which is nice. I think this card's playable. So I think really the question is, how's my removal? 1, 2-ish, 3-ish, 4-ish, 5-ish? It's not amazing. Finish wouldn't be terrible, but I don't think I'm going to start it. I think I'll see how the deck plays. And then Hazoret's Monument seems like it could be reasonable. I do have a lot of creatures. What would I want to cut for it, though? Maybe like... I don't want to cut any of the cycling. And this is the trample guy. How many things does this actually hit? Maybe not enough. I'm not sure that the Pathmaker is actually very good here. I didn't really end up with a ton of small guys. This is probably matchup dependent, so I'm going to cut that and pull in a Hazoret's Monument. That might not be the right choice, but lets me dig through my deck. Okay. Then they suggest 8-8. Does that seem correct? Probably. I'm a little bit black heavy, but I don't think it's enough to like want to run 9-7. I think 8-8 is fine. Okay. Let's do this. I might be overestimating my ability to cycle to a land, so 16 lands might be too aggressive. And I may very well want this finish. I'm interested to see in practice how much actual discard I get. If they just have big stuff that I can't deal with, I think this is also just fine to side in. And then also in my sideboard plan, I have like a Painful Lesson if things get grindy. Although I'm not really equipped. Huh, okay. For grindy matchups. I guess I have Fleeing as well. I have Pathmaker if they have like a lot of ability to gum up the ground, although it doesn't really get a ton of stuff through. Like you can get through Nephcrop and Tangler, and then you can exert it after, which is nice. Scavenger. The Mummies are 2/2s, yeah. Dread Wanderer. Blighted Bats. Wasteland Scorpion. Okay, this hand looks a bit slow, but I think it's fundamentally okay. They mull to 6, then they keep, and scry to the top. Okay. Did you have something you desperately needed to do in your second main? Other than concede? Well, clearly my deck is awesome, so let's run it back. What? You scryed to the top. How upset could you have been? Okay. Well, we're on a winning streak here. What was that? They decided they had to go suddenly? That was really anticlimactic. Okay. This actually looks pretty good. I'll keep that. Doesn't have red, but I have plenty to do, so I think that's fine. Okay. Okay. I like that. Let's go ahead and attack. Okay, and now we'll Miasmic Mummy. And I will discard something. What am I discarding? Monument, probably? Yeah. Oh, yes. Monument. Colossopede. Okay. Ooh. And we falter. Okay. I think in this case, I probably just attack with one or both. I'm definitely attacking with the Wanderer. The problem is, if I attack with, like, the Miasmic Mummy, and he can block here and kill this for free. So if I'm attacking with anything, I need to attack with the Dread Wanderer. The Crackback is a bit extreme. Nah, I think I just attack with both. So what's he going to do? He'd have to chump here to be able to do that. So it doesn't actually, like, really help him. Okay, this I think was his best block. He puts the counter here. Okay, now I Miasmic Mummy again. And this time I'm going to discard probably Insult Injury. Okay. I don't want to discard my Cycler. Okay. Destined Lead, huh? Lead cost how much out of the yard? 4. So, I mean, I guess he could lead. Okay. He exerted both. He exerted both. Which one am I more... I mean, I'm definitely blocking. Which one am I more interested in killing? Probably Watchful Naga. I think we're still early enough in the game that that's the right choice. I think the 1 extra point of damage isn't that big a deal. The Death Touch isn't huge against me. What is he? Oh. Synchronized Strike is good. Okay. Especially when you just exerted both these creatures. So theoretically this bricks these. But I wouldn't be surprised if that is in fact not true. Doom Dissenter. No attacks. Apparently it is true. Incredible. He has no cards in hand. So that doesn't really help me. I think Curse Minotaur is what I want. And then pass, because it now has first strike. 3 first strike is pretty good. Still no attacks. Okay. So now we play the bats. These guys are now huge, which is cool. So now in first strike, this guy can take down everybody. This guy can take down actually everyone I care about. He has 0 cards in hand. Let's go ahead and haste you. And let's go ahead and attack here, here, here. All of that first strike damage, man. Okay, so he cashes in. Doom Dissenter takes 7. I'm actually a little bit surprised that he blocked that way. And I guess he kind of had to. Because he couldn't block... I was saying because this is what's going to about to force me to discard a card and not him, because he has no cards in hand. He decided not to sack the land. Okay. No blocks. What did you draw? You gonna show me? Does this just come in at instance? Oh, no, this is sorcery only. That's why I didn't crack the land. He must have just realized that. So far Neheb, I would say, is pulling his weight. So remember, I still do have injury in the yard. Ooh. Killing the bat, presumably. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, we obviously play this out. These guys get pumped. Injury is 2. So that might actually help me. And it's how much? Why doesn't it say that? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a sorcery, but it doesn't actually say that here. For 3. So I can actually do that and cycle. That's not bad. How are my attacks right now? If I attack with Neheb, he can block here, here, and I'll lose Neheb. But I do get to kill this in first strike. This guy can clear 3, 4, 5. This guy could, so if I, yeah, I could do that. Trading ahead with these. Maybe I just attack with the Cursed Minotaur? Okay, yeah, I think that's probably right. So let's go ahead and cast Injury, kill one of the zombies, and burn you. Then I can attack with just this. And now he can't attack his lifelink in because I'll kill this. I'll kill it with first strike. And he's in a lot of trouble. And I can cycle this. First strike menace is a beating. So, I just realized he does actually have lead in his yard. I didn't consider that. So he could lead the zombie so that he can lifelink. He'll lifelink for 3. Okay. Well, he lifelinked that. He must have another trick up his sleeve, because that seems wrong. Wonder what this is. Well, I don't really have a choice on what to do here. If he has a trick, he has a trick. But Neheb's going to kill this in first strike without a trick. I, in fact, have to block with everybody. Okay. So what's your trick? Shed weakness. That is a trick. And it's going to lifelink for a bunch. Okay, that is actually a really unfortunate second card to have. I'm not even going to... Oh no, I am going to kill it. But he is going to lifelink for a bunch. I'm going to lose Neheb. Okay. Let's go ahead and cycle this. Okay. So I attack for 3. Yeah, I'm definitely attacking. And then I probably just actually play the Vizier. Probably. I don't think the trial is what I want here. Splendid Agony would have been good. I guess if he didn't draw a creature right now, he won't be able to block Curse Minotaur. Even if he exerts the Naga so that he can try to draw a creature, that'll actually tell me a lot about what he just drew. And he exerts it. He does. Okay. So he clearly thinks that he has something up his sleeve. And all I have is an edict, but that could be okay. Obviously, he won't sack the untapped creature. He has 2 creatures? Oh, shit, he actually had 2 creatures. That helps. Okay, cool. So we will magma spray you. Yeah, magma spray you. Do I gain anything by playing the trial? He'll just sack the zombie. So I don't think so. So I think I just attack. He doesn't know right now if this is a cycle card, so that does help. He's not going to play into it anyway. Okay. So now you go to 2, and now I play the trial. You sack the zombie. Well, no, he might actually sack the Naga, since the Naga's exerted right now. Okay. He only has the zombie now. So, play a creature or die. Okay. So what is it that I might want here? He had like a Colossipede. I'm not sure that I can deal with a Colossipede, which means that finish might actually be okay. Is there anything that was bad against him? I mean, not particularly. But do I want finish? Like maybe I don't need like. No, the mana core gives me reach. This gives me some go wide, especially because this can trigger more than once. Curse Wasteland Scorpion, Unburden. Maybe one of the no, the Thresher lizards would have actually been pretty good. I think I just run this back. I'm still not sold on this, since I can't play the front half. Yeah, this looks fine. Okay, it's not bad. I would like to be drawing some other stuff. I guess I can sandbag my mountains and make him think that maybe I am in a weak position. Not that I'm in an especially strong position, but here. Now he won't know that I have red. I don't know that that actually matters, but you never know. Okay. Well, now the gig is up. I think I do attack. Okay, so next turn I can haste out a Blighted Bat. So actually drawing the Thresher was quite nice, otherwise I kind of would have had a dead turn. Well, I guess I would still have played the Blighted Bat and then hasted out the other Blighted Bat, but just having a 3-drop so that you can play the Blighted as a 4-drop instead is nice. Okay. No attacks. I'm actually a little bit surprised. Well, now I have a choice, but I think the choice is actually obvious. Haste. And let's attack. Because now next turn I can haste out, I can play a land, haste out a Blighted Bat, and play the Dread Wanderer, and I'll have one card in hand. So Thresher will then be a 4/4. Problem is it'll just get, he'll just block with the Death Dodge. Strength, huh? Okay. And he does have at least one cartouche. Well, I think I stick with this plan. Okay, so this becomes a 4/4, which is good for me. I attack with my 2 flyers. Okay. I don't think he showed me any flyers last time. He obviously has the cartouche to pick one of these off, but meh. I mean, obviously that wouldn't be great. The cartouche would actually be a great draw for him right now. Thought you might do that. Do I bite? I mean, what's the best he could have? Like, that he showed me before, like, synchronized? I guess that's fine. If you want to burn a card on that, it was destined. Okay. So now he does have lead in his yard. If I wanted to Scarab Feast, but I don't think I do. I probably want to cycle it. Let's go ahead and cycle it. Well, how much does lead mess me up? I'm going to attack with both bats, so that's fine. Like, the best thing that he could do would be, like, lead on maybe the Doom Dissenter and then swing for kind of a lot, I guess. What is that, 10? Swing for 10? Yeah, I think I'm worried enough about that. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay. No more lead. Attack here, here, here. Yep. Let's go ahead and get this back. And go ahead. I mean, that's actually pretty good. I'm not going to block, right? 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 9. I can take 9. I think that's fine. Holler. Without really anything to mess with. Okay. So let's see what I want to do here. So I'll have, fortunately, only 1. So I attack in the air for 4. So he's going to 4. Is it good for me to attack with anything else? These trade. These trade. But he probably just doesn't. Well, let's see. If I do that, he has to block this. So he probably blocks it with the thing that trades. So let's say he does that. And let's say he lets this through and goes to 2. Then he cracks back with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures that are totaling up 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. This can't attack. And I go to 1. Is that right? 6, 8, 10. If I don't do any blocks, but I'll do blocks. That just seems unnecessarily risky. So I'm just going to go ahead and attack with my flyers. He's dead next turn to flyers. I don't think I want to give him the opportunity to claw this back. I'll just play this. This pumps this up, and now I have 3 blockers instead of 1 blocker. And he's dead to flyers next turn. Full attack, huh? I'm going to assume this is probably a desperation move. There's no wide pumps in these colors, right? So let's say we block here. Let's say we block here and here. That would have me taking 6. He could have, like, synchronized strike. He could have... So that's my taking 6 going to 5. Synchronized strike does not kill me. It only adds 4. Right? I'm good. 6. Go to 5. Synchronized strike only would take me to 1. And he'd have to have synchronized strike. Yeah, I think this is correct. I could play a little bit more conservatively by trading with the Quarry Hauler, but I would like to keep these 2. He still has 1 card in hand. Could he have Pollen Haze? I'm just going to attack with these, I guess. Okay. And one more match. Pollen Haze would have been a thing. So I'd say that this deck actually plays pretty well. Obviously, this was a gimme match. We didn't play it all. But, I mean, that was real. He seemed to have a functional deck, and I did pretty well. I am able to get my hand size down. I was kind of curious, because I hadn't either played or seen played one of the low hand size decks. This is fine. So I didn't know how easy it was to get down there. Seems fine. Okay, mountain. And go. Will not be F6 in this. So I think... Okay. That's nice. So I think I just probably play the battlefield. No, I'm gonna play the Entangler. It can attack through more stuff, and I can always, if I need to, I guess, play the Scavenger next turn, exert this, and then I still get the loot off the Scavenger. Why did he play his flash creature as not a flash creature? That is very strange to me. So I think I'm actually going to do that instead of playing Neheb. Is that right? That trades here, then I get this to loot away one of these lands, which are kind of clogging up my hand. I think that's actually right. I have a black cycler, so let's leave the black up since I already played my 1-drop. I actually have a black 1-drop creature too. Let's go to attacks. Let's attack and exert. Okay. This gets pumped. It'll trample for 1. Trade with this card if he wants. I would like to do this. Discard a card? Yes. I would like to discard that. And I drew. Okay. It's actually a great combo with Neheb. He decides not to block. Okay. Fair enough. So next turn I have the option of playing like Neheb or playing the Cursed Minotaur. I might actually play the Cursed Minotaur before Neheb so that it's a surprise. And that's not bad. Okay. Now I'll attack here. I can't block. Okay. I think that I play the Minotaur because now its first strike will be a surprise. And I'm going to attack and exert this. Loot away the mountain. Drew that. Okay. So I can't empty my hand next turn for Neheb, unfortunately. I guess I could have thought about that and maybe discarded... But then what? Discarded the bats so that my hand size was lower? Maybe, if I didn't draw a land next turn. That just doesn't seem like a good plan. Well, that's actually really not great for me. Well, if he's going to attack, it's much better. Okay. Because now this guy became unblockable. Okay. Now we'll play Neheb. And attack with the Minotaur. Now Neheb brick walls the cheetah without tricks. So that's good. I would like to empty my hand. Okay, he apparently does not have tricks. It's great to know. Okay. What do I do here? I can't empty my hand. I can play Pitiless Vizier, though. And then I'll have a Cycler next turn to make it indestructible. Not being able to haste out a Blighted Bats to good effect is kind of a shame. This is nice, though. Because I'm going to get some, I assume, pretty free attacks with this. Because it can attack into any of this without tricks, which is cool. And it has first strike, and so it's totally possible that he will be reluctant to block. Because he would have to actually put 2 things in front of it to call me on my cycle bluff. Nifty. Okay. Let's go ahead and play this out to use the mana. I'm going to keep both cyclers up. My first strike is holding back a ton of stuff. Neheb just seems great, actually. Ooh, a 3rd color. Intriguing. I am regretting ditching that land now. But I think we just do the same play. Pitiless Vizier attacks. Now he has to wonder again whether he should call me on my bluff. Presumably he won't, because he did it last time. Okay. And go. I mean, I'm fine to just leave this happening. Huh. Okay. It's kind of a pain, because now this means that this can't attack through Giant Spider. I assume he's going to do it. So... Is he doing it right now? Yep. I think that is a very smart move. Because now it is stonewalled by Giant Spider. So now I'm going to need to cycle something. We're going to cycle Scarab Feast. I drew a land. Huh. Okay. Maybe I can get him with Manticore here. He has 4 blockers. I have 5 attackers. He can block such that only if I can get 2 damage through, Manticore will kill him. That's very intriguing. The question, however, is will he do that? Because if he does that, he has to block all of these. This means Giant Spider has to block here. And then this block becomes bad. Because this will actually kill anything. And I have the option to cycle. If I wanted to save it, and he knows that. So it would have to... Neheb will kill anything. So this has to block Neheb. This gets... Oh no, but this guy has Menace. Oh. Yes. This means that actually... There's no way for him to do this. Attack with everyone because he's tapped. This guy having Menace is huge. Yep, so that block happens. That block is not what I expected. Expected you to block the flyer. He's more confident than I thought. And this gets through 3 damage, which is enough. Put you at 2. No? That is the block I expected. That takes you to 1, though. Are you that confident? Okay. That takes you to 2. That is also good enough. I think those are actually optimal blocks. Now I play Manticore. Let's counter here, burn you. Okay. Sideboarding. So he is mainly green with a red splash that I don't believe I saw. Oh no, Merciless Javenier is probably the red splash. Is there anything in here that's bad? There's really nothing in here that's too bad. Trial continues to be weak. I think that this trial needs cartouches to be good. Even with like one cartouche, it would probably become pretty good. Edicting twice off one card is a big game. Much more than edicting once. Scarab Feast isn't amazing because I didn't see any Embalm or Aftermath from him. I don't believe. And what would I potentially want? Like, Thresher Lizard is fine. Finish is fine. I think I might just actually run this back. You didn't have any artifacts. I don't think, like, Fling or Pathmaker is important here. Well, I don't know. Pathmaker actually does let me get my bats through a giant spider. That's something. Oh, if I were to pull in Pathmaker, what do I pull out? Scarab Feast, probably. It's one less cycler for stuff, but yeah, maybe that's good. Okay, let's do that. I certainly would have won that faster with Pathmaker since the bats are all brick-walled by the giant spider. And it is just a piker. It's not the worst thing ever. So I guess... what else have I not liked in this deck? Cursed Minotaur is incredible. It really is. With Neheb. It combos so nicely. First Strike Menace is just a lot. And then the Pitiless Vizier with Neheb as well. Neheb just seems sick. He's never actually connected, but it doesn't really matter. Well, I can't keep this hand. Obs. Mull. This hand, however, is fine. And I don't want that. Okay, one drop. Fortunately, I don't have a play next turn. Huh. I probably just hang back. I think I just hang back. That's not great. That's not great. So I will trade if you want. He's gonna put them over there? Oh no, he's removing a counter from that. Oh no, wait. No, he put them over there. He wanted a 4/5. Okay. I mean, I guess I can't actually blame him. Wanted a 4/5. I think I ran out Neheb. I was trying to decide between this and maybe the Monument, because the Monument does make Neheb only cost 2. But I think what I need is this Vizier down with Neheb to try to hold this off. You not having something right here would be pretty cool. Okay. Okay. I am now decidedly behind. Okay. I think we just have to play this. Okay. Let's forget. This is when it dies, it moves its minus counter somewhere else. You may put on for each. Yes. Okay. So I do have a first strike, 4-power creature here. If I had a cycler in my hand, I would be like way happier. I do actually have the ability, if I need to play like Monument Pathmaker next turn, discard the bat. Shit. That's not good. That, however, is better. Gosh, I'd really like to maybe... I'd like to be able to get a way to discard down for Ruthless Sniper. That's my first goal here. So I can start picking away at his stuff. But that would require me to have, like, Hazoret's Monument. That means that I would have to play it this turn. Then I could play, like, Pathmaker. Discard, make this indestructible. No, this is holding off so much stuff. And what would I be discarding? The Blighted Bat? The bat is actually fine. Then next turn I play the Ruthless. It triggers. I discard something, pay 1 to it, put a counter on something. That seems okay. It doesn't seem great. It seems okay. But I think I just need the discard ability. I could have played the Pathmaker out, but I don't think I want to do that. First of all, I get sniped immediately by this. Of course, so does this, but he's almost certainly actually going to put it here. Second, I think that I want the oh, he's not going to use this right now. That probably means I get, yeah, another turn of no attacks. Well, I can actually play Manticore if I want, because of Monument, but I don't think I do. A land there would have actually been really nice. Actually, wait, I can do this twice. I can kill his Javelier. Okay, so like I play this. Oh no, this I can't discard to his own thing. This is when I cast, not when it enters. That's too bad. I can't kill the Javelier. So I do not want to discard right now. I thought this was when it entered. Then we can play Pathmaker. Okay. I do discard now. I discard Bat. I put the counter here. What could I possibly draw next? Magma Spray. So I will pay this, obviously. And leave up red for potentially Magma Spray. But I drew a swamp. It would be nice to have had that before. Okay. And now my hand is empty for these guys, which is kind of cool. Do I want to attack or anything? I mean, this attack does go well, but the problem is then I get snapback that I probably don't want. I think I don't want that. He could theoretically discard 2 cards to kill Vizier. I really wish I could have killed the Javelier. He's thinking about this. It's probably a really good move, unfortunately. Now he's going to do it over here. That makes sense too. Okay. So he pitched Cheetah. He's going to pitch. Okay. That's actually better. Now look at how weak I am. The answer is very. So now he definitely... Oh, he doesn't attack. Weird. Huh. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and play this. 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I can pay and kill this. That's good. I would like to do that. I would like to kill this. Do another bats. Okay. Counter goes, does it matter? Not really. This is really the only place I can do it. Maybe I shouldn't have done it there because, oh, but where would I have done it? On the sniper. I should have put it on the sniper. That was a mistake. Okay. You are unblockable. Yeah, that was a mistake. I really should have put that on the sniper. Because then he could have traded with one of these big guys. And now he can't. Okay. Presumably I'm getting attacked this turn. Yep. Exert. Okay. This was a mistake. It might have lost me this game. Okay. I think I'm pressed into blocking here. Am I? Probably, actually, unfortunately. This is not going super hot. Because otherwise I would have been so low. Okay, let's start with the bat. don't want this. Thresher lizard, huh? Okay, we put this on what? Doesn't really matter. This, I guess. I can't attack, unfortunately. So go ahead. Really? Well, he's just letting me get away with everything then. Huh. Okay, let's do this. I would like to do that. Now I'm just turning through my deck. If this happens, I draw a magma spray. That's solid. Oh, that means I can kill this. Okay, so this is going to go on probably, if I do that, I can magma spray that and kill it. And actually exile it so these counters don't go anywhere. That's what I want to do, I think. So let's put it here. I will pay. Thresher lizard comes down. Magma spray goes here. You don't get your trigger, sucker. Okay. Now I can afford, I believe, to attack with my bats, at least. Yeah. Okay. If you didn't attack last turn, I doubt you'll attack this turn, yeah. Okay, insult to injury, huh? I don't have enough to cast both sides. But, let's say that I like full attack. What does that do? Okay. I attack full. That would be attacking for what? 8, 10, 12, 13, 15 damage. So he has to block something. He has to block at least 2 of it. And then this is just, if a sorcery would deal damage this turn, it deals double instead. So his best blocks to prevent the most damage would be blocking what? This and this. That means that I get through 4, 5, 7 and kill him. And if I fail, I die. Can he have anything that messes with that? His flash creature's already in the yard. Plus, he'll probably try to eat some of this stuff. Let's count that once more. He blocks here and here. One of these will actually die. But 4, 5, 6, 7... Yeah, let's do it. This is an instant. Yep, okay, let's go for it. Maybe we can steal this with insult injury. And then I can always flash that. I wish if I could just do it right now. Okay. Blockers, please. I agree. Sniper's been great this game, actually. Wait, it's a freaking sorcery! Oh, I read that and it said insult, and I thought it said freaking... Oh my gosh. I thought it said instant. I can't believe that just happened. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take him to 3. This... Why does it not say if they're instants or sorceries here? Okay. Well, I could have won that game. That is really frustrating. It says here. Well, we're going to run this back. Oh my gosh, that was so bad. I do feel a little bit like that wasn't my fault, since I even checked to make sure it was an instant and then misread injury as instant since it doesn't actually say on there. But man, that hurt. uh, let's start with the scavenger, I guess. Ooh, that's a nice thing to magma spray. I probably do want to exert this, since I have 2 lands in hand. I would like to. Let's pitch this swamp. And I get that. That was a decent trade-up. Okay. Maybe I am actually discarding my lands a bit aggressively. Hard to say. I do have a play next turn, though. Okay. I can still attack through that. Okay. I've curved out decently. I'm getting a bit punished for discarding those lands, I think. Yeah. That is going to be really hard for me to fight through. Yep. That much lifelink. Shit. I think I lost this match because I... Okay. Gain a ton of life. And you got the trial back. He has just done exactly what he needed to do, which is unfortunate. Trial. Oh no. Worse. Shit. That'll kill it. exert. Shit. He has just pulled this together perfectly. This exerts, Scorpion can't block, blah, 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 blah. I'm at 2. And he is at 19. Well, go ahead. I know you still have the trial in hand. Okay. Okay. There's not too much to say here. Okay. That's unfortunate, but I guess we kind of just skip these 2 turns, essentially. Should keep my hand size low. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is getting dire. He's so close to overrunning me. I had to have something that turn. Oh my gosh, I've drawn so many lands in a row. I guess I'll hold this one. Made him do that. But it's Colossopede. Okay, so now I have to do something this turn or die. Because any of his creatures are lethal. Haze of pollen. Four, five, six. Okay. I'm going to lose this. And it's so frustrating because I had won this match. And that's one of those mistakes that you could never make in Paper Magic because it does actually say, you know, instant on the card. Interesting. Is something. Don't think it's enough. I need to start plotting my blocks, I guess, because he's obviously going to full attack this turn. He did not? He'd overrun me. Bizarre? Okay. Well, let's kill this. Okay. What am I even trying to draw towards right now? Okay. Is it that time of day? He can overrun me with this exert. Right? Because he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, okay. Oh, that's frustrating. That could have been a win. And it could have been a trophy on my first draft. But I think the deck worked well. And some moral victory, in a way. So I'm going to try again. Thanks.